Hello and welcome once again to Principia Mathematica. Today we're going to start with a very important subject which is called decimal fractions. Okay? So, decimal fractions. What is a decimal fraction? What is a decimal fraction? A decimal fraction is any fraction whose denominator is a power of 10. Okay? A decimal fraction is any fraction whose denominator is a power of 10. So, what is a power of 10? You would be asking. For instance, 10 to the first is 10, yeah? 10 to the power 2 is 100. 10 to the power 3 is 1000. So, these are powers of 10 because this is called a power, yeah? For instance, 10 to the power 4 would be 10,000. So any fraction that has these sort of denominators, like 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, could be considered a decimal fraction. Okay? So, for instance, let's see some examples. So, 3/10, 17/100, or 31 divided by 1000. Yeah? So, 3/10, 1700, or 31,000. Yeah? These are all examples of decimal fractions. So, how do we turn a fraction into a decimal? Well, for instance, if we have 3 divided by 10, we need to focus on the number of zeros. So, in this case, it will be 0.3. We take one place because we have 1 0. For instance, 3 divided by 100 would be 0.03. We take two places, the 3 takes one of the places because we have 2 zeros. 3 thousandths would be 0.003. Why? Because, well, we need to focus on the number of zeros, which is 3 here, and we need to take 3 places, and the 3 takes one of the places. For instance, 3 10,000ths, we take how many places? 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah? You have 1 0, 1 place. 2 zeros, 2 places. 3 zeros, 3 places. 4 zeros, 4 places. For instance, 31 tenths. In this case, we write down 31 and then we take 1 place. Okay? Another example. 31 hundredths. That would be 0.31. Why? Because we need to take 2 places. Or 31 thousandths. In this case we need to take 3 places, so 0.031. Okay, so for instance, let's check them out again. How did I get this result? We write down 3 and then we need to take the decimal point 1 place. With this one we need 2 places because we have 2 zeros. Okay, so this would be we take 3 and then we take the decimal point 1 and 2. Okay, with this one we write down 3 and then we need to take 3 places. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. With this one 3 and we take 4 places. We need to take 4 places because we have 4 zeros. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. With this one we start with 31 and how many places do we need to move the decimal point to the left? That will be 1. With this one 31, how many places? 2, yeah, 1, 2. With this one 31 again, how many places? 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's carry on with more examples. Seventeen tenths. Well, we write down 17 and how many places do we need to move the decimal point to the left? 1, yeah? So it will be 1.7. 17 divided by 100, yeah? So we have 17, we start with the point here and then we move it how many places? 2 because we have 2 zeros, yeah? 1 and 2. So the result would be 0.17. 17 divided by 1000 or 17 thousandths. We write down 17 here and then we move the decimal point 1, 2 and 3. Because we have 3 zeros, yeah? 0.17. Okay. Now I'm going to write down decimal numbers when we are given the name. Yeah. So write as a decimal. So 1. For instance, 8 hundredths. 800. That would basically be 8 divided by 100. So this would be, we need to write down 8 here, and then we need to move the decimal point 1 and 2 places. So the answer would be, the answer here the answer would be 0.08. Next sample. 19,000. So we have 19 divided by 1000. So we have 19 here, and we need to move the decimal point how many places? 3 places, yeah? 1, 2, 3. So the answer would be 0.019. Another example. 115 10,000. So we take 115 and we divide it by 10,000. So we have 115 here, and how many zeros do we have? We have 4 zeros. So we need to move this decimal point 4 places. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the answer would be 0.0115. Another example. 1,315 10,000. So we need to write down 1,315 divided by 10,000. So we start as usual, we write down 1,315, and then we need to move the decimal point how many places? How many zeros do we have? 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So the answer would be 0.1315. 900,000. So we write down 9 and then we divide it by 100,000. Yeah. So we start with the 9 here. Then how many places do we need to move the decimal point? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the answer would be 0.00009. 6. 318 100,000. So we have 318 divided by 100,000. So we write down 318 here. And how many zeros do we have? We have 5 zeros. So we need to move the decimal point 5 places to the left. Yeah, so the correct answer would be 0.00318. So 1,215 millions. So, as usual, we write down 1,215 divided by million, by 1 million. So, we write down 1,215, and then how many zeros do we have? 6. So we need to move these 6 places to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the answer would be 0.001215. Another example, 8. 9 millions. So this will be 9 divided by 1 million. So we start with 9 here. How many zeros do we have? 6. So how many places do we have to move this to the left? 6, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this will be the answer. 0. We're going to skip to the 11th example. So what about 11 tenths? So as usual, we write down 11 divided by 10. Yeah. So how many zeros do we have? Just 1. So just 1. So the right answer would be 1.1. More examples. $115 hundredths. So we take 115 and we divide it by 100, right? So we write down 115, and then how many zeros do we have? 2. So how many places do we have to move the point to the left? 1 and 2. So the answer would be 1.15. 13. 1,215 thousandths. So we write down 1215 divided by 1000. So now we write down 1215, okay, and then how many zeros we have? 3. So 1, 2, 3. So the answer would be 1.25. 1.215. 14. 32,456 10,000. 32,456 10,000. So as usual, we write it down like this, and then we divide it by 10,000. So we write it down like this, and then how many zeros do we have? 4. So how many places do we have to move the point to the left? 4, yeah? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the answer would be 3.2456. Another example. Six. 218 tenths. So what we do is we write down 218 divided by 10. Okay? So we write down 218, and then how many zeros do we have? 1. So how many places do we need to move the point to the left? 1. So it will be 21, 8. 8, yeah? Another one. 4,321 hundredths. So 4,321 divided by 100. So we write it down like here, 4,321, and then how many zeros do we have? 2. So how many places do we need to move the decimal point? 2, 1 and 2. So the final result will be 43.21. And now a series of slightly different examples. Yeah. For instance, 6 units, 8 hundredths. So that will be 6 on the one hand, plus, if you want, 8 divided by 100. So this 8 divided by 100, we already know that it will be 0.08. So it will be 6 plus 0.08. So the answer will be 6.08. Okay? Seven units, 19 thousandths. So this will be 7 plus 19 divided by 1000. So we know that 19 thousandths would be 19, and then we need to move the decimal point to the left how many places? 3, because we have 3 zeros, yeah? 1, 2, 3. So this will be 7 plus 0.019, and then this will be 7.019. So the answer would be here 7.019. Okay. Okay. One more example. 27. 8 units. 8 10,000ths. So this would be 8 plus 8 divided by 10,000. And this one would be 8. Well, in order to write it down as a decimal, 8, and then how many zeros do we have? 4, yeah? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this would be 8.0008.